Warning: this video contains pictures and videos that some people may deem disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised. Okay, I'm gonna talk about something controversial. Something controversial that's different from my usual content. I'm gonna talk about hentai, specifically two genres that have been torched for being pretty fucked up, namely Guro and Ryona. Guro is a genre of hentai that deals with the unnatural and grotesque, but has come to mean blood and gore, which may be linked but not necessarily to be part of necro or necrophilia. Ryoma is a genre of hentai that deals with beatings or fights, wherein a person is beaten around the time of intercourse. As such, it is described as a more extreme type of sexual sadism. Both of these genres may also relate to non-consensual fantasies, but not necessarily. All these genres are seen as an evil to society, wherein they create serial killers who would want to act out in their fetishes by abducting and performing their fantasies on the general public. I'm here to say that this is a misunderstood and outdated statement. I shall use video games as an example. In video games, you can shoot innocent people, you can shout at random strangers, you can do copious amounts of drugs, you can commit war crimes, you can perform tortures, and so much more messed up stuff. With millions of gamers out there playing violent video games, you'd think there would be a lot more crime. But there has been research that's been conducted that only proves the opposite. Yes, there is research conducted that says gamers who play rage-inducing games are more angry, more aggressive perhaps. But that research also shows that gamers are less violent on average because there is a difference between violence and anger. Now, you can only see where I'm going with this. These hentai genres that have been blacklisted for its rather taboo features are just the same as video games. These are just fantasies people want to fantasize about. In fact, this relates to a more recent controversy with redo filler, wherein the main character supposedly assaults a woman who has assaulted him in the alternative future. It's complicated. Some people were saying that this kind of anime should be banned for it gives men a hero to look up to and as such for them to imitate. But I have met plenty of fans of this show, and we all agree this is a fantasy that should not be acted upon. I actually remember seeing someone in the subreddit saying he views himself as the main character, and people actually getting concerned because that's not someone you should idolize. But it is a story we can all fantasize about. And he later clarified that he doesn't see himself as the violent revenge sex predator, but more on just the surprising talent of the main character to, well, cook, surprisingly enough. Now, an argument to banning these genres would be misogyny, which I would say is a valid point. if it was limited to men dominating women. But this is not the case. There are plenty of examples of it being performed on men as well as from men to other men or to women to other women. Going back to Reed of Healer, it was reported that Reed of Healer actually has an above average female viewership. It does not outnumber men, but still, these are the reported numbers. But I suppose the same can be argued for things like pornography, wherein the industry is mostly targeted at male viewers, but that isn't saying that there isn't a female viewership, of course. Just because something is aimed at a particular demographic does not mean that's their only viewership. So I just want to say that a fantasy is a fantasy. It's something people are into. And that's alright. Someone acting on their fantasy is a whole different story. That is a person with different morals. This may have been caused by childhood trauma or a general inability to discern reality from fiction. Just let people enjoy what they want to enjoy behind closed doors, of course. Except people who are into feet. Y'all are fucking weird.